Imagine spending hundreds of hours studying, only to discover that the real reason your exam scores stay average has almost nothing to do with intelligence. It sounds unfair, yet this silent problem affects countless students every semester. The biggest threats to your grades are rarely the obvious mistakes everyone talks about. Instead, they hide inside everyday habits that seem harmless, feel productive, and slowly drain your ability to remember, understand, and perform under pressure. You may believe you are working hard enough because your desk is full of notes, your planner is packed, and your evenings disappear into endless study sessions. But what if those very routines are quietly pushing success farther away? Today, you will uncover 5 hidden mistakes that sabotage exam performance before most students even realize they exist, and each one comes with a smarter strategy you can start using immediately. The first mistake is confusing time spent with progress made. Many students proudly measure success by the number of hours they study, instead of what their brain actually remembers afterward. Sitting with a textbook for 4 hours feels impressive, but if your attention drifts, your phone steals small moments every few minutes, or you simply reread the same pages without testing yourself, those hours create an illusion of productivity instead of genuine learning. Your brain does not reward effort alone. It rewards meaningful struggle, active thinking, and repeated retrieval of information. That is why students who study fewer hours using better methods often outperform classmates who spend entire weekends highlighting paragraphs they never truly process. Instead of asking, "How long did I study today?" begin asking, "What can I explain without looking at my notes?" That simple question changes everything, because it shifts your focus from activity to mastery. The second hidden mistake is waiting until you feel motivated before starting. Motivation is unpredictable, emotional, and temporary, while successful study habits are built on consistency rather than inspiration. Top-performing students are not magically excited every time they open a textbook. They simply understand that action creates motivation more often than motivation creates action. Once you begin, your brain gradually settles into focus, making the task feel easier than it did a few minutes earlier. This psychological shift surprises many students because they assume they must first feel ready before taking action. In reality, readiness usually arrives after the first step, not before it. Think about every assignment you delayed because you were waiting for the perfect mood. How many of those moments actually became easier with time? Probably very few. Yet the next mistake is even more dangerous because it convinces students they are improving, while quietly weakening their memory every single day. And once you recognize it, you may never study the same way again. The third hidden mistake is believing that recognizing information is the same as remembering it. This illusion tricks thousands of students because everything looks familiar while reading notes, watching review videos, or flipping through flashcards. Familiarity creates confidence, but confidence without recall disappears the moment an exam question is placed in front of you. Your brain naturally takes the easier path, choosing recognition over retrieval, because it requires less effort. Unfortunately, exams rarely ask whether something looks familiar. They ask whether you can produce the answer from memory, connect ideas, solve unfamiliar problems, and apply knowledge under pressure. That is why active recall is so powerful. Close the book, put away your notes, and challenge yourself to explain a concept as if you were teaching someone who has never heard it before. Every gap you discover becomes a roadmap showing exactly what needs more attention. Those uncomfortable moments are not signs of failure. They are proof that real learning is happening. The fourth hidden mistake quietly steals even more points because it happens outside your study sessions. Many students underestimate the enormous influence of sleep, assuming they can sacrifice rest during exam season and simply recover afterward. The truth is that your brain performs much of its learning while you sleep. During deep sleep, important information is strengthened, unnecessary details are removed, and memories become easier to retrieve later. Cutting your sleep short may give you an extra hour with your notes, but it often costs far more than it gives, because a tired brain struggles to concentrate, solve problems, and avoid careless mistakes. Imagine spending days filling a bucket with water, while someone secretly drills holes in the bottom. That is exactly what sleep deprivation does to your memory. Protecting your rest is not wasting study time. It is protecting the results of every productive session you complete. The fifth hidden mistake may be the most dangerous because it hides behind perfectionism. Some students refuse to move on until every page feels perfect, every note looks beautiful, and every chapter seems completely mastered. While they polish one topic endlessly, other subjects receive almost no attention. Exams reward balanced preparation, not perfect preparation in only one area. Progress always beats perfection when deadlines are approaching. Accept that learning is never flawless, and focus on steady improvement instead of impossible standards. Every completed practice question, every honest self-test, and every focused review session moves you closer to success than endlessly rewriting colorful notes that you never challenge yourself to remember. Small improvements repeated consistently become powerful results over time. When you combine active recall, consistent action, quality sleep, and balanced preparation, something remarkable begins to happen. Studying feels less overwhelming because every session has a clear purpose. Your confidence grows from evidence instead of hope, and your scores begin reflecting the effort you have invested. Yet one final realization brings all 5 hidden mistakes together in a way that completely changes how you prepare for every future exam. The truth is that success in exams rarely comes from discovering a magical shortcut. It comes from removing the invisible obstacles that quietly steal your progress every single sentence. Once you recognize these 5 hidden mistakes, you stop blaming your memory, your teachers, or your intelligence, and start improving the habits that actually determine your results. Every focused study session, every honest self-test, every full night of sleep, and every decision to begin before you feel motivated creates a stronger foundation for long-term achievement. Think about where you want to be 1 year from now. The grades you earn then will reflect the choices you make today, especially the small ones nobody else notices. Your future is shaped more by repeated behaviors than occasional bursts of effort. That idea is empowering because habits can be changed. You do not need a perfect past to build a better future. Start by replacing passive reading with active recall. Replace endless highlighting with practice questions. Replace late-night cramming with consistent review. Replace waiting for motivation with a simple commitment to begin for just 5 minutes. Those 5 minutes often become 30, and 30 becomes meaningful progress that compounds week after week. You will also notice something unexpected. As your methods improve, your stress often decreases. Confidence grows naturally when preparation is based on evidence instead of wishful thinking. You walk into the exam knowing your preparation has challenged your mind instead of comforting. Even if you encounter a difficult question, panic loses much of its power because you have practiced thinking, adapting, and recovering instead of memorizing without understanding. That resilience becomes a competitive advantage that no lucky guess can replace. Remember that every expert student was once a beginner who made avoidable mistakes. The difference was never perfection. The difference was the willingness to notice weak habits, replace them with stronger ones, and repeat those better choices until they became automatic. You can make that decision today. Open your notebook with intention instead of obligation. Set one clear goal before every study session. Remove distractions before they interrupt your attention. And finish by testing what you truly remember. Keep a simple record of your practice scores, so improvement becomes visible, because visible progress fuels lasting motivation. Celebrate small victories, but never become comfortable with easy routines that no longer challenge your brain. Growth lives just beyond familiar patterns. Every exam becomes another opportunity to prove that disciplined habits quietly outperform temporary motivation. As you prepare for your next test, ask yourself one honest question. Are your daily actions building the results you hope for, or are they quietly stealing them? The answer begins shaping your next score long before you enter the classroom. Choose one improvement tonight, practice it tomorrow, repeat it all week, and let consistent actions transform confidence into results that truly last for you. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.